Hey guys, today we gotta do some work on Serpent. If you live in Michigan or the northern area, you know how bad the snow is in the winter. Well, I don't have a second car. This car is my winter car. So, those tires are not gonna do justice. So what we gotta do today is put our snow tires on. I have them just on the stock rims. These are Michelin X Ice tires. I used them last year. They work amazing. And today we're going to be doing that. And also, I am due for an oil change. So we're going to be knocking two birds with one stone and getting that out of the way as well. Now, I figured I'd show you guys how to do that. So let's get into it. Okay, so what you're going to need to work on your car. You're going to need a floor jack to get your car up in the air. You're going to need that to undo your tires. This to undo your lug nuts. You're gonna need if you have locking nuts, you're gonna need the special adapter. You'll need floor chucks to stop your car from rolling forward or backwards. You will also need jack stands. First thing you're gonna want to do when you're lifting your car to change your tires is going to be to break your lug nuts loose. That's the first thing you want to do. Break them loose while the car's on the ground, because if you try to do it while it's in the air, it's just going to spin everywhere, especially when you're not doing it on the drive tire. Okay, so now that we have the lug nuts broken loose, what we're going to do is we're going to go under the car, put this on the differential on the rear, and we're going to use the diff to raise the car up. I do not have this, the little stick that goes in here to jack this up on your own with the stick, and then that also works to undo the screw to let the car back down. What I have, my trusty socket. All I do is I put it in there and just use that. Now you see that it's not going up. That means we got to screw that screw tight again. So that's where the flathead comes in. So now that that's tight, that moves. So let's do this. Take your wheel chucks. We're going to be lifting up the back first. So what we're going to want to do is put the wheel chucks on the front end. Just put them in there. Hit them in. That way, when you're jacking your car up and your car rolls forward a little bit, these will catch it. I would highly advise getting some better ones than I have, because these only work to an extent. So, oh well. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. I do not have the leverage I need. What you want is your tire to be off the ground at least, probably just half an inch to an inch. That's about where both of them are. Scratch that. My jack stand doesn't fit yet. We gotta keep going. There we go, nice and secure. I like to keep those there just in case. Okay, what you're supposed to do from here is lower this onto your jack stands. Still gotta put the other one over here. I just have them on, I don't know what this is. I think it's the rocker, or I don't know what it is. The thing that the suspension's on. Big solid piece of metal, that's what you want. And what you would do is lower this onto your jack stands. I'm not working on the car that long. I'm just taking the tires off. So I'm just gonna let this hold the car up for now. And if anything goes wrong, these will catch it. So if you haven't noticed, that's my muffler. And what I was doing was I was trying to do a cat delete, and it just wasn't working. So I decided I wanted to take my muffler off, see how it sounded, and I ended up loving it. So now, under the car, I have this big ass gap hole right here where the muffler would be. And there's my new exhaust. Okay, so we got both the rear tires off. Now let me show you why these wouldn't have been efficient for winter. That does not look very efficient for winter. Looks like I need an alignment because all this is worn and this is like brand new. So I definitely need an alignment on my rear end. This is pretty messed up too. So yeah, definitely need some new tires for next year. Especially, that is something you don't want to see is the wires of your tire. Which way does the tread have to face? The way you can tell is you look for a little rotation sign and whatever way an arrow is pointing. So this one rotates this way, so this one is my left rear. Same with this one, you can see the little rotation sign with the arrows pointing this way. So it would go this way, and that would be my right rear. So let's put them on. Okay. For some reason, my tire isn't wanting to go on the hub. So, let me figure this out. Try the other side. Now what you want to do is you want to tighten them in a star pattern. Since we have the parking brake on these rears, these aren't going to spin, so I can fully tighten these on the back. But then I still want to tighten them once I drop the car. Well, I found the problem. It was this little ring from my aftermarket tires that was rusted on there. I had to knock it off with a hammer, and it came off the hub, and now it went on perfectly. So I'm going to get this on. I'm going to take the fronts off, and then we will continue with the oil change because my GoPro's going to die here soon, so I want to try and get everything for you guys. Now what I'm talking about with the rear is when you're trying to tighten it, just how I tightened it on the front. So if I put the e-brake down, this is what your front wheels are going to do. So this is why you want to crack the bolts loose on the ground and then also tighten them when the car's on the ground. Give them a good tight as much as you can while it's in the air, but then do as much as you can once you set it down on the ground. See how it just spins by hand? If you try to tighten that, you're going to have some serious problems trying to do that. But alright, I'm going to do this and then we will pick back up with the oil change. It's gotten very late, so I'm kind of recording, kind of not. I just want to get it done at this point. but I'll show you where I am so far. We got the front tires on, and now we are working on the oil change. I'm having a problem getting the oil filter off, so I sent Alex on a recon mission to go get me a pipe wrench. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah?
I'll give you two options.
Okay.
I need a deep pipe wrench for work, so you want me just to buy one for me, and then I'll let you use it, and then...
Yeah, that'll work.
Alright.
Okay, so Alex is at O'Reilly's getting a pipe wrench that I'm gonna borrow from him, and we're gonna try and get the oil filter off. And then from there, we're gonna put the oil filter in, fill the car back up with oil, drop the car, and tighten the front lug nuts on the front tires. So this is what I was talking about with the fronts. They just kind of spin. So these aren't fully tight. So all you gotta do to get them semi-tight is spin it left and then hit it right really hard. So left and then right as hard as you can to tighten it until you can't do it anymore. Remember to do it in the star pattern still, and then once you lower it onto the ground, you'll be able to tighten them as much as you can. So let's go into the car and I'll show you where I am so far. So we got the screw out, we drained the oil, and that's another reason why I'm not recording, because it's really messy. So we drained the oil, and when you drain the oil, make sure you take your oil cap off so that it flows out a lot easier. From here, I have it jacked up on the front piece of metal. It's part of the actual frame of the car. And this right here is my oil filter. My oil filter is inside that. This is all stripped right here, so we can't get it off, so that's why I'm having Alex go get the tool. And then from there, that unscrews, the filter comes out of it, put the new filter in with the O-ring around the filter, and then we screw that back in. And then before you put oil in the car, don't forget to put that nut back in underneath. Okay, we just dropped the car on the ground. I'm trying to get my car going because apparently we're going out to dinner now, so let me get this done, tighten it while it's on the ground, we'll back the car off the ramps, and we should be all good. Oil change is done. Had a little problem with the filter, still couldn't get it off, so the last filter is going to have to stay in there until my next oil change, when I actually can get a pipe wrench to get that thing off. That thing is just on there. But yeah, so let's drop the car and be done tonight. Well guys, that's going to be the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new, if you want to see more. And if you have any questions, comment below. But I just thought this was a nice little video to make. Haven't made a video in a while, so I figured, well, why not? And I hope you learned a little something today. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep moving, be yourself, and never let somebody tell you that you can't do something. Peace out. This just scared the fuck out of me. I just did an oil change and I didn't know what was happening. I forgot completely that my muffler's off. And if you look, all my exhaust is coming out from my tire. It scared the fuck out of me. Okay, I'm done tonight. Oh my God. Okay, that should be good.